Peace and love, peace and love, peace and love. Okay, let me bring it on mic so y'all can hear me. There we go. Peace and love, peace and love, peace and love, peace and love. Uh-oh. Peace and love. Something always going to mess up when I want to talk to y'all. Something never want us to be together. That's the devil. That's the devil. Don't want us to hook up. Don't want us to lean on one another. Y'all forgive me that. I got to put this right. I don't like to see it like I want to see it. So I can't do it like that. What? Ain't cold like I wanted to go, baby. I think I just got it. I think I just found it. See, this is the stuff I'm supposed to do before I start. I know that. But you know what? I didn't. So y'all gonna have to deal with it. And I'm not gonna worry about it no more. I'm gonna be quite honest with you. I thank y'all for holding on. I thank y'all for holding on. You know, y'all got to give old man credit. I've been trying to keep it with y'all young folks and do this thing. The only reason I'm trying to keep it with you young folks because I'm gonna wake y'all up because y'all are the future. This to all the young people that's under the sound of my voice right now. You all are the future. You really are. Get this all set up here. Yes, y'all are. Y'all really are the future. You are. Y'all are tomorrow leaders. You know. So what you choose today is going to determine what tomorrow is going to be like. You feel me? I think I need some more. That truth be told. Y'all like that? There is no turning back. We have come a long way. We have come a long way, man. There's no turning back. Trust me. I wish there was, but there ain't. Y'all think it's a way to turn back? There's no turning back. We got to keep going forward. But if you notice my title, unification. We can't go forward without unity. Let's talk about unity. I love it. 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 They're talking about black unity. Black unity. We got to have it. Y'all ready for it? Y'all ready for unity? Yes or no? I just want to know. You know, when I come on there, I come to talk to my family, right? That's all we got is one another, baby. We are for every black thing that there is. Peace and love. Peace and love. I really wanted to go down my list and say peace to all my people. Listen, 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 listen. I don't know about y'all, but that touched me right here. You know what I'm saying? Right in here. Right, that touched me. Man, that's what I want to know. How we look. That's what I want to know. That's what I want to know. How did we turn back to the nonsense? Talk to me, people. No, I don't play Fortnite. No, I don't. I don't play Fortnite. Is that a wig? You talking about right here? What you talking about? It's what a wig. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm talking to another chat. I think this is when it's YouTube. I think y'all are TikTok. Peace and love. Let me see who's on. So, peace and love to you. You know, Francis, peace and love to you. Peace and love to you. Let's see who here. Alfonso, peace and love. Dwight, peace and love. Let's see. Crystal, peace. Bear, peace. Peace to everyone in the room. Larry, all right, we got enough in the room that we can talk about love and unity. We got enough in the room now we can talk about our unity. What must we do? And I want you to be serious when you answer this question. What must we do to create a bond in our community, a unity so strong that we build a fortress, and the only ones can come in and out of that fortress is us. Us. When I say us, I'm talking about those who are like us. They have to be like us. Here. They have to be like us here. Listen, in order to create the unity that I believe that we really truly want, there's only one way. It's only one way. Do you feel me? Troy Potter, what's up? Peace and love, Troy. Peace and love. Thank you so much. I'm gonna make sure I follow you back. Hey, peace and love. I'm just asking because you know when I get on here, I want to talk to my people. Seriously, I want to talk to my people. I don't think y'all understand me. When I say I want to talk to my people, I want to talk to my people. Now you know who you are. I'm not putting nobody down. I ain't turning nobody away. I ain't knocking nobody. But my people are me. The reason I want to talk to them is because they can resonate with me. They feel what I feel. They're seeking what I'm seeking. They want the same things that I want. They want a community of peace. How many of you want peace? How many of you truly want to live in peace? You know, you can't live in peace in that world. So in order to live in peace, we got to think about getting away from this world because there's no peace in this world. Am I right? Come on now, talk to me. Am I right? Y'all don't want to talk to me. I'm gonna let y'all think about that one for a while. While y'all think about that, I'm gonna meditate for a second. Are we all human beings? And if we are human beings, why we live like animals? If we're human beings, why we act like animals? I didn't say well, we're all animals. You see what I'm saying? And I only brought that in because I was talking to somebody in the room today. Why is it? I know a lot of, and this is to my, this goes out to the creators, the content creators, because I come in y'all room, I come in y'all room in peace and love, and some of y'all got some very nice rooms where people can sit, talk, to one another, expound on things, and really get knowledge from one another, or which direction they could probably go in to find that they're looking for. I mean, positive things. I'm never knocking nothing positive that has to do with us. It's the negativity. Y'all so glad that TikTok come on. Y'all will do anything for the dollar. You talk about the scriptures, the Bible, and God, and all this stuff, but you only do it for the dollar. I was in a room today. They say they're atheists. They don't believe in God. They say they don't believe in God. So I mean, I sat there waiting to go in the room, listening to what they were saying and everything. And finally, I got up in the room, and after getting in the room, I still had to listen for about a half an hour before they brought me up to the mic. So it's all right with me because I was in the tub relaxing anyways. I think somebody made a comment on that. Damn, he been in the tub a long time. And how long he stay in the tub? I like to sit in the tub and relax. I like to get my water nice and hot, sit in the tub, like in a hot tub, you know what I'm saying? And just relax. I ain't in no hurry. You feel me? I come up with tubs, bro. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we did have showers, but we did tubs. We poured the water. Even if you was in the houses that you had to pour the water in the tub, you know what I'm saying? We did tubs. But it was just funny. Anyway, what do we need to do? Seriously. Right now, your president is knocking this government and this system down. Y'all don't like that. A lot of y'all don't like it because you don't understand it, and because you hear the media and everybody else saying, "What is he doing?" You definitely hear the YT folks crying like, "What is he doing? What is he doing? What is he doing? Oh my God, he's destroying our system." Yes, he is. That's what he's supposed to be doing. That's what we should have been doing. We should be thankful that he's destroying the system. After you destroy, you have to rebuild, right? You are what you eat. I'm so glad you said that. So what do you eat? Tell us what you eat. Share with us. I'm gonna let you up in a few. I want to know, Troy, what you eat. Share with us what you eat. You know, and I'm not saying that to put you down. I'm a different thinker. I think a little bit higher than most folks. So my answer is not going to be like you would think or like the world would give it to you. It really is. And that's about any subject that you bring my way. See, people think that this is a fake, that I'm a content creator. I'm not a content creator. I don't know how to create content. I speak straight from my spirit. Straight from my spirit. I don't even like to sit down and write things. I don't. God didn't write. God spoke. Man wrote. God spoke. I, I I used to write all the time. I used to, especially when I was young. I loved to write, but now that I got old, I don't write. And I thought about it. I said, Christ never wrote nothing down. God never wrote nothing down. Shaka Zulu never wrote nothing down. You feel me? If Shaka Zulu had to just listen to the elders, he'd have been okay. He got big headed. He was a god that got big headed. And see, when a god get big headed, start thinking that he's the only way, that he's the main way, that he's this and he's that he's everything, and without him, the people, that's when he fall. He's got big headed. He forgot that in order for him to get whatever he had to get, he needed the people to get there. He couldn't get there on his own. He needed the people to get there. You feel me? I'm sorry, I wanted to turn that light on because my computer had went out. So I mean, I think that's why. I love me some Shaka Zulu. I watch that movie all the time. I think I got something in mind. I wish I had somebody. I think about the scriptures say that every man have a wife. He that finds a wife finds a good thing. Man, can y'all send a wife my way? I mean, I need that good thing, bro. Hey, peace and one love. No, seriously. Back to the seriousness. What must we do? And speaking of wife, that's funny because the Bible says that we're the brides married to Christ and all this. So, man, we some unfaithful wives, aren't we? Peace and love, Linda. Peace and love, Linda Antoine. Peace and love. Thank you for joining the room. We some unfaithful. Think about it. Some unfaithful. If we were wives, the way we live, we would be we're unfaithful people. So we're gonna be an unfaithful. Look at the wives today. Oh, that's right. I'm sorry. Some of y'all don't know what it is to be a wife. Some of y'all don't even know that you are wives. Well, I take that back. You're not wives. You're right. You're right. You're right. You're women who have stepped into a spotlight that says wives. You're imitators of wives. You're not wives. You can't be wives. Who told you you was a wife? The Bible says a man that finds a wife finds a good thing. Are there any wives in the room? If there's any wives in the room, I want you to put 2. Put 2 in the comment box. The reason I say put 2 is because when I get ready to let everybody up, I want to make sure that I let up the wives first. See, I want to restore things back to the way that they used to be. What makes a wife? Better yet, what makes a marriage? Who instituted marriage? Why was marriage instituted? If it came from God, why did God design for man to marry. Now, I know he said it's not good for men to be alone, but what did he mean by that? Oh, the two can make it better than one. But what is marriage according to God, according to our history, according to African history? What is marriage? According to Nubian history, according to the true history, what is marriage? No one gonna tell me. No one gonna tell me. Wow. Marriage is two people laying with each other, having sex. That's marriage. Did you know that? Think how many times you've been married. Think how often you marry. Did you know every time you have sex, that's considered marriage in the sight of God? Man, that would make you or her an adulteress, fornicators, deceivers of the true way. I know. That's deep. That's something to think about because you know marriage is just a symbolic symbol of the type of character that's supposed to be in you. You know, like you're supposed to be married to God, like you're married to your husband, and you're married to your wife. You know, in God you're supposed to be one who believes and trusts, and therefore you obey. You walk in obedience to God. You know what I'm saying? But if you running a mm, mm, mm. But if you running around with other gods, laying with other gods, that would make you unfaithful to the God that you're with. Now I can say all things about that, but I'm gonna leave it alone. I'm no, I'm just speaking the Bible. That's the Bible. I'm just speaking the Bible. Even when I talk about unity, it comes from the Word. Now, you don't need the Bible to be saved. You don't need the Bible to know that there is a God. Excuse me. Oh. Mm. Ah. I had a very small breakfast, one sandwich with an egg sandwich, you know, on a muffin. I probably need to eat because I'm starting to get tired. Give me something to drink. All I had was my coffee. I think my coffee keep me going. Well, really, the Most High keep me going. So let me stop that. I'm trying to see who's all in the room. I want to bring y'all up because I really want to talk about unity. So anyone that wants to speak about unity, you can talk about God. If you talk about God, I'm still gonna bring up unity. See, I don't like to always. I'm not a preacher of that gospel, that Christian gospel, or that Hebrew or Israelite or Muslim gospel. I'm not. I don't really believe in. Not. I don't believe in that religion. I don't believe in none of their religions. You know what I'm saying? Them are all man-made religions. I'm gonna be honest with you. I do not believe in their religion. Don't let nobody fool you. Mm-mm, 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 mm-mm. No, 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 no. And I tell you why. Because all their religions are man-made and selfishness. You know, it's selfishness. I mean, it's not about God. None of their religions are about God. That's why they don't really talk about God. They're not trying to teach you about God. They're trying to teach you how to be submissive unto man. So I don't trust none of that. I don't follow none of that. I don't listen to none of that. Listen, God is in you. You don't have to go nowhere to find God yourself within. You don't need no book. God is that righteous conscience spirit that be speaking to you when you go to do that you know is wrong. That is God speaking, saying, go, don't do that. Go another way. So you don't need a book to know that God is real and God is good. So anyway, like I said, there's so much I want to say about God, but if I can't get y'all up to talk to me, I'm not gonna talk. I'm not. I can't talk to myself. I can't. And I don't know what you're thinking. I don't know how you feel. True story. In order for us to be saved, it starts with the women and it's trickle down to the man and from the man to the children. True story. I'm gonna let it be told. Y'all don't want to hear that, though, do you? I know you don't. But women has to come first. Because all life comes through the woman. So if we could get the woman to get that right in her right mind. Not just her salvation, but the salvation of our people. Because if she don't set our people free, she can't be free. We're supposed to be a family. We're supposed to be a tribe. We're supposed to be a union. We're supposed to be a nation. So that means if we are, that means all of us, not one of us. It takes us all to make a nation. It takes us all to make a kingdom. It takes us all to build a kingdom. Man, y'all won't get it. Mm-mm. Y'all forgive me, I'm thinking. Sometimes I close my eyes and get to meditating because some deep things get in my head and I don't want to say the wrong thing. When I get to having deep thoughts, when you see me do it like this, yeah, when I get to having thoughts like that, then I get to seeing the foolishness of us as a people. I do. I see us playing the game. Thank you so much for the gift. Thank you for the gift. I do. I see us playing. Temple of the art. Peace and love, my brother. Um, we're playing with one another. Back to the content creators on TikTok. Come on now. Y'all making money out of off of keeping your people occupied on TikTok in bull jive. None of the stuff you do are you serious about. If it wasn't no money involved, you wouldn't even be doing it. It's crazy because when I listen to y'all sometimes, I listen to the things y'all saying, y'all really be telling the people, man, I'm just here for the money. Y'all get on here, y'all play, y'all want to joke, y'all want to try to talk about each other and embarrass one another. Y'all get on here and talk about that you don't believe in God. That's a lie, because if you didn't believe in God, you wouldn't know the Bible like you do. You know the Bible inside and out. Then you get mad when somebody come on there and say, well, I don't read the Bible, but I don't need the Bible to know God. Y'all get upset. Then when they get to talking and they start making sense, y'all don't want to listen because he's not talking about the God in the Bible that you're used to hearing about. So therefore, you're ashamed to listen to the God that he's talking about. But the only God he's talking about is the God that's in you. The only God she's talking about is the God that's in you. I hear many of y'all up here talking about God, but and I'm not here to point the finger, but y'all shucking and jabbing. I seen sisters up here who got some great knowledge. They be on TikTok spitting great knowledge. Come on now, my right hand to my people. Great knowledge. This is my right hand to my people. This is my right hand to my people. But even though they're speaking great knowledge, if you listen and you watch them and you observe them, you know that it's all fake. And if it's not fake, then they need to expound and be real about it and not try to cover it up so that they can continue to do it. I ain't calling out no names. I'm just saying what I see. I'm not perfect. I'm not. I'm perfect in love. I'm perfect in my actions towards my people. I'm perfect in my actions towards my family, those that I love, those that I'm perfect in the actions when I'm among those that I'm around on a daily basis. I have a perfect love for them. But am I perfect? No. I have to fight off temptation. I have to fight temptation off, just about every day. I'm not going to sit here and lie to you about it. When I run into foolishness, man, you don't know what that do to me. When I get to talking to people that just want to be foolish and don't like to be serious, it turns me inside out. I don't want to be around them people. They don't want to grow. I don't even like talking to people who take it for granted, the things you say, but they'll tell you they want to grow. Don't take for granted nothing nobody say. Listen. Don't believe it. Don't accept it, but listen. Because it may be telling you something you need. You don't know until you listen. A wise man, a self-correction. It's only a fool that don't want to be corrected. So can I correct us when we talk about unity? I think we talk about it, but I don't think we really want it. How many in here really want unification? I got the yawn again. Oh, seriously. How many in it really want unification? I know what to do. Nobody likes. No one wants unification. I hope they don't say that I'm violating by eating in front of y'all. I'm gonna take a bite of cake. Everybody missing coffee. I'm sorry, it's a private joke. This is strawberry cake. It's just a joke, though. I want to bring y'all in on that joke, but I can't bring y'all in on that joke. So anyway, how's everyone doing today? Okay. I am what I eat. I hope I'm not this. What do you mean when you say you are what you eat? What do you mean by that? Let me see. Let me move this out the way. What do you mean by that? You are what you eat. Because I'm eating a cupcake right now. So am I a cupcake? I know some women who will call me a cupcake. You ain't nothing but a little cupcake. I think that means sweet. I don't know. What do I mean when they say you're a cupcake? Any women out there know how to shave? I need to shave. Sexy brown sugar, you know how to shave. If you're the king, can you shave your king? Or do your king have to shave himself or go to the barber shop? You know, back in my day, when I was coming up, man, women used to shave their men, cut their hair, everything. Mm-hmm. Sure did. You know I'm just messing with you, Sexy Brown, right? I'm messing with you, Sexy Brown, because, you know, we connected. You follow me, I follow you. So you family, you know what I'm saying? You know, so I don't care what they say. I mess with family.
Done.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
I'm finished.
Hmm?
I finished eating bath.
You finished?
Mm-hmm.
What you want to do now? Oh, you want the phone? I'm sorry. Why didn't you say so?
It's because little things.
Because, so, that cake, man, that cake was good. It was only good because I haven't eaten. I need to eat. I told y'all I only had one sandwich today. I went out on the moon. I had one little egg sandwich, man. So let me ask y'all, what can we do to fulfill our unity? I'm waiting. You know, if y'all want to come up and talk to me about it, the room is open. Let's talk about the black woman. Be right back. I want y'all to listen to this, all right? I'm gonna go get me something to drink. Kayla, come here, please. Who cooks today? Who's supposed to cook today? Who cooked yesterday? So who's supposed to cook today?
So she said she had something planned to do eggs.
Pardon me? Okay, what did you talk to her about anything? Or did you just assume? Or just 5 o'clock? When was that today? So you need to check on that. I knew I forgot. I mean, you took my coffee out and didn't bring it to me, Kayla. You took my coffee out and didn't bring it to me. What? Yeah, Kayla, why you didn't tell me my coffee was ready? Yes, you were. Go put it up. So somebody took it out the microwave, right? You,
If you wanted it that bad, you would have got up and made it.
first, no, because I'm in a thing right now, I'm live. You can write down what we're talking. We can hear everything we're talking about, I'm sure. So that might pick up everything. Pardon me? No, girl, for you, I want to know why you didn't let me know my coffee was ready. I want to know why you held out on me. I'll be all right. Don't give a fuck. Ooh, that shit hot. Kayla? Night, Kayla? I'm gonna call you one more time. Mikhail. Mikhail. Come here. Get out that thing. You don't need no earphone.
Huh?
You don't need earphone.
We talking about.
How do you know you hate nobody?
I don't have that.
Why come you in?
Talk to them.
Oh, no, I talk low.
You always talk.
Oh, no, always.
What do you
That's
want?
why you talk low.
What do you
Because I
want?
talk low.
What do you?
What you mean? What do I want?
What you call me for?
I forgot. You get so
See,
long.
you talk to me.
No.
That's not because I talk to you.
Yeah.
See, should have said it first before you started talking.
I'm chilling. I had the windows and stuff open. I just wanted to chill off the house so I could sit and watch TV.
Who says no to free pizza?
I did. I didn't say no to it. I just said, Kayla, I taught you better than that. Don't do that.
No, it's free pizza.
Oh. I think because it's about saving, investing.
No, I get that.
That's a little bit more pizza, right?
Yeah, because my homegirl said, hey, Steph, you want some pizza for dinner? I got some free pizza coupons. I was like, hell yeah.
Nobody told me. I just know that I asked her,
No, I'm telling
was
I
she
know.
cooking because it was 5 o'clock? Eli, where you at?
What are you looking for?
Huh?
I had something sweet.
Sleeping. Did you take your bath? Oh, all right. All right. I'm sorry, my bad.
I didn't know you had something sweet already.
I'm behind. Who, me?
You have some Swiss rolls in there.
Yeah, I just got him when I was with you. He got the
Y'all went today?
Yeah, we stopped at the store today. He got the wafers right after school. I picked him up at the bus stop.
Oh, okay.
He got the wafers
No, you're good.
for him and the night.
I'm thinking because I was like, he don't got nothing sweet, so I was like, that's why I got you that one thing. What are you trying to get, baby?
Yeah,
You want this?
I was gonna say as soon as you want. I ate this thing last night, a whole pack of these things.
Oh, yeah, I forgot. You want which one?
You know, this ain't nothing but pound cake.
I don't like them.
Have you tasted these? This is nothing but pound
This
cake.
right here. This is the shit I don't get. But
Nothing
don't
but
call her.
pound cake. Nothing but pound cake. I don't know if she don't do that when it's just us. I don't know if she don't do that when it's just us. God, it's been hard this last day. I've been wanting to smoke. She don't do it because I don't allow
I don't allow it either, but it still
it.
gets
And she
done.
know it. She know I'll be on the
It's like that all the time. Other places are now the storage or whatever. I know last time when I cleaned the kitchen, I said, don't put nothing that you don't put no extra stuff out here.
Damn. I ain't having storage.
Here now. Here, baby. Okay. That's what I was.
Come on, sit down. Put your ball. You want to sit down? You can sit there if you want. You want to sit down?
Oh, I need
They forgot it was live, baby. I forgot I was live, baby. Y'all forgive me. Messing with my family. Y'all do forgive me. And then y'all sitting there listening to this commercial. I don't know what that commercial is saying. Y'all definitely forgive me. That's my fault. I forgot when to making me some coffee. Got to talking. I knew it was talking about the black woman, right? Was he talking about the black woman? There goes Sexy Brown. Let me invite Sexy Brown. I only invite the real people up. I'm gonna let y'all know that now. So if I invite you up, that's because I feel like you're real. If you're not, you're striving for it. You know what I'm saying? You ain't trying to walk in the foolishness that this world is walking in. That's for real. That's for real. Let me tell you this way. Truth and light. Yes, that's right. It is. Listen. That's right. That's right. I hope y'all listening. I hope y'all can hear that. Oh, this coffee is good. Walk like a warrior. All right, that's enough. Invite you. Definitely invite y'all. I don't. Y'all will see me on here. Like I say, I'm not a content creator, so I really won't talk about much if y'all not feed me back. Y'all got to feed me, man. I'm gonna be honest with you. If I ain't being fed, I'm not gonna give you nothing. I'm tired of emptying my cup and nobody putting back in. That's crazy. I've been doing that too long, man. My cup done got so empty. It's a shame I ain't doing that no more. If you ain't putting nothing in, I ain't pouring nothing out. You feel me? That's real. That's real. Peace and love to everybody in the room. There we go. Come on up. Come on up. Right on. That's what I'm saying. Let me say peace and love. Let me see who was all in the room. I want to say peace and love to some of the people in the room. I know I seen let's see, Black Lion, peace and love to you, bro. Miss Honey Bun, peace and love to you, Miss Honey Bun. Is that Moli? Yes, peace and love to you. Truth and Light, peace and love to you. No, wait. You ain't got no business in my room and not being up here, so I'm gonna have to see you. Hey, peace and love, peace and love, peace and love, peace and love. Man, I'm hoping you come up here and open up and get the room started with some good conversation. They get tired of listening to me, brother. I'm always talking about the same thing, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Had to trip over it and everything. Shoot, man. And you know, yeah, and that's, I guess that's another reason I get on. I like that. Gonna keep it in their face. Got to, man, because our wrong thoughts come because of us. We want to put the blame and point the finger at everybody, but we never want to point it at us. We don't want to accept the responsibilities for the things that we do to each other, man. We always talk about the peace we want, the love we want, the unity we want, the truthfulness, the faith. I want a woman that's faithful. Well, you can't have a woman that's faithful if you ain't gonna be faithful. You can't have children that, look, your children ain't gonna be faithful because they watching you. You giving them an example of how they supposed to live when they get big. They done watched you all these years, and you ain't never been faithful. So what make you think they're gonna be faithful? You've been telling them not to lie for the last 15, 16, 17 years, but you've been lying every day right there in front of their face. When people call you, tell them I'm not here. Man, we do things without thinking about what we're doing. We believe and accept things without even thinking about what we're accepting. I was in a room today, and I found out after being in there, really, it was just a room they made up to make money. You know, they try to play like they don't believe in God, but they know everything about God it is to know. They can quote scripture from front and back, but they try to flip things and use it, try to tie people up. And I'm like, for somebody who don't believe, but then even the devil know the scriptures. I guess they got to know them so that they can try to attack people with them, you know. And don't get me wrong, they was doing a good job until the Jamaican brother got on, you know. Because I kept wanting to jump in, I couldn't because they hadn't pulled me up yet. So I'm sitting there, I'm just listening. The Jamaican the brother got on and expounded on it so swell and so sweet. There was nothing they could say, and they kept trying to put him in a tight situation, talking, trying to crack jokes on him. And he was just, he's more better than me when it comes to calmness. Yeah, I'm going to admit, man, I don't even, DJ was his name, JDJ, because I kept saying, I said, man, I think it was JD or either DJ. It was one or another. I might have flipped it. But I kept saying, man, they can't mess with DJ. That's what it was. It was DJ. I said, they can't mess with DJ. I'm typing it in the thing. They ain't got nothing for DJ. They can't catch him in nothing. man, they couldn't do nothing. So finally, they just just let them go. Well, we're gonna move on up to the next batch, which was me, you know. And it wasn't that they could do anything with me. I think they just didn't like the way I answered, so they was trying to make fun of it, you know. Cause like she said, right. Oh no. And she'll ask me a question and she'll put me on mute so I can't answer it and talk jive in the process. I'm like, wait, you gonna let me answer the question or you gonna mute me every time you ask me a question and then talk jive? You know, it was two of them, you know, and I enjoyed it. I got on there looking for a good debate, you know what I'm saying? So she said, well, what is it that you feel up here that you want to talk about? I said, everything that you got up there. I said, I want to talk about why you say you don't believe in God. Because to say you don't believe in God, to me, that means you don't believe in yourself. The next thing, do God love women? Of course, God loves women. God is a woman. It's male and female. So why wouldn't God love? God created that he love. And you know, I say, so I really want to talk to you about everything you got up there. So the other one come up, you know, the one that be trying to cut everybody up. And they always ask you, you know, what's your age and stuff when you're in the room. They say for purposes, I don't know what purposes it is, but they say, yeah, you know, for TikTok purposes. I say, okay, I say, I ain't gonna, you figure out my age. I said, I'm born in 43. You know, it took a while to figure that out. Finally, she come back. She said, whoa, you got a right to say what you want to say, old school. Okay, we respect you. You know, I said, but I didn't get on here for that. You know what I'm saying? I'm on here. Give me the respect what respect do. Don't give me respect because of the age, because the age means nothing. That's just a number. Numbers nothing. I know some children that's 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 years old that are wise. You know, so man, I'm and just mentally wise when it comes to how to deal with people, the way that people should be living, the way that they are very wise. They could teach people. They come from a wise home, and it's in them. That spirit is in them. We all got different spirits in us. I think the difference between us and the children is that the children just automatically give in to their spirits. Well, we want to hold back on our spirits. You know, man, the spirit could be telling you to help somebody out, and we want to hold back. And then when it comes back around towards us to be helped, we like, why we can't get no help, Lord? Look what you put out there. Man, straightforward. I love that. You know, I love that. So being in this room, back to the subject, she said, well, tell us why you believe in God. And I looked, I said, that's obvious. I'm a God. I come from a God. Well, tell us about this God you came from. I said, that God I came from was my mother. So she wanted, huh? I said, my mother. And you trying to tell me I shouldn't believe in my mother? So the other chick, the one who was my age, she came back, she said, you know what? She said, I respect that, old school, because that's the first God that we all have is our mother. I said, so what changes that? If it was the first God that you had, your mother, what changed you to stop? Because I still got that same God today. If you trusted in, you don't go to that God today. I said, I still go to that God. My God is not even here in this world. My God is gone, but I still go to that God for advice because that God lives in me. So she said, well, old school, I see what you're saying, but we ain't talking about that God. You say you're talking about God? You know, you talking about God. We're gods. So if you talking about God, you talking about us. And if you talking about the great creator of us, you talking about my mother, your mother, their mother, the creators of life. Why you think we got to be a man? Because we came from the womb, man. And when I tell them that, they get upset. That ain't what it means. You're talking about judges and stuff. I say, no, bro. We're judges. We're the judges over our life. We're the judges over the way we live. Don't nobody judge you. We make the decision. We bring judgment on ourselves when we do the things that go against love. God is love. So this spirit, this energy, whatever you want it to be, is love. When you go against that, you're disobeying love. Stop calling it God. I call it God because that's what people call it. But you can call it love. It's the same thing. The scriptures say God is love. So if I say trust in love, it's the same thing. If I say be ye perfect as love is perfect, it's the same thing. Be ye holy as love is holy. You don't think love is holy? Love does no wrong. Man, it's the only command. It's the only command. He that does this does well. Does what? He that walks in love. He that becomes all that love is does well, because love is a fulfillment of the law. Love is the fulfillment of all things. All things. Because love, there is no wrong in love. Love does no wrong. So if you have made yourself into an image of love, that means you don't do no wrong either. So instead of strive, I tell people, if you don't believe in God, that's okay. Strive for love. You do believe in love, right? You know, I said, cause man, and they don't. Oh God. Mm-hmm. Right. Well, I think that's for the people who don't know. I think once they come to the realization of who God is, then whatever they do for God, they're doing for self, because God is self. But they're doing it for the love of all, because God is not just a self. God is all. God is in all. God is of all. You see what I'm saying? So when we talk about love, there is no self in love. There is no. Yes, please. Okay. Mm-hmm. Like the love of a mother. Mm-hmm. And you know what? I'm glad you said that, because I agree. You if I don't know you, if I don't spend time with you, if we don't do things together, fellowship, work together, play together. If I told you I love you, I would be lying, because I don't know you. I can say I love you as an individual, but I can't say I truly love you, because you may be a devil in disguise. And I don't love the devil. My brother could be a devil. I don't love him. Not why he's being the devil. I'm gonna always have a love for him, but he can't come around me while he's like that. You know, you got to change your ways, bro. I can't let you come into my kingdom and defile my kingdom and teach my children your defiled ways. I'm not gonna have it. I'm trying to build a holy kingdom. My kingdom is my family, it's my children, it's my spouse, it's all those that's around me that I'm a part of. And I'm trying to build a righteous kingdom. My kingdom can't be righteous unless we living in love. And I'm talking about I'm talking about true divine love, not the love of the world to say I love you because you can do this for me, or because you got this, or because you can do this right now. I'm not gonna love you forever. I'm just gonna love you for now. Because I'm going to wake up tomorrow and not love you, because I'm going to want something else that you can't give me. And the minute I have something that you can't give me, I'm not going to love you no more. That's not love. That's not love. How you going to tell me you love me, but yet you stab me in my back? How you going to tell me you love me, but yet you plot against me behind my back? How you going to tell me you love me, but yet the things you do are separate from me? See, love, you want to be around those you love. You want to do things with those you love. You want to spend time with the ones you love. You see what I'm saying? So love is an action, not a word. You can tell me you love me all day long, but when I sit back and look at your actions, what do your actions say to me? Because that's what's going to tell me the truth. It don't mean I'm going to accept it. I might have a blind love. I might be walking in and love is blinding. Love can blind you. And what I mean by that is that you can have strong feelings for a person. And since your feelings are so strong, it'll blind you to see the truth of what this person really is. And all your friends and everybody else could be telling you and trying to inform you. But because of your, I won't even say love, because of your desire, that great desire that you have built up, that lust, that want, you don't, yeah. Forget all about the spiritual, because you're so attached to the physical. And the funny thing is, you're so attached, even your fun, even the fun that you had, that y'all have together, it's physical. So the minute y'all get together and the fun stops, guess what? Everything else stops. Everything else. We have not, listen, this is what I tell the people, especially those in the church. If God is love, we should be teaching love. Why are you stand up in the churches and telling you that you cannot be holy as God is holy? That's like somebody saying you can't be loved like God is love. No, your divine love is the same. Your divine love is the same as my divine love, your sister's divine love, your mother's divine. I said divine love. I'm talking about like the love of a mother, like a love of a caring mother. I'm not talking about like the love of just any mother. You know. You love it. You know what? You love it. What you don't like is when you don't receive it back. Do that make sense? Because love makes you give your all. And you don't give love to everybody. Look, everybody can't get love from me. They can get a form of love, but they can't get love. In order to get love from me, in order to be a part of me, you got to do some. You got to do some things. You got to show some. See, that's why we talk about the devil and stuff like that. You know, the devil is in us, but you can't be fooled by the devil. Mm-hmm. No, Jesus didn't. Wait, stop. Jesus didn't have no love for everybody. That was a lie. Who told you that? Who told you that? Oh, I know he didn't. I know he didn't. You know why I say I know he didn't? Because when he was praying in the garden, and he was praying for the disciples, his students, he said, Lord, I pray for them that you gave me. He said, I don't pray for the world. He said, I don't pray for the world. For what? I don't pray for the world today. For what? The world is going to be the world. The world is evil in all they do. So what I'm going to pray for you and you evil? I'm not going to even pray that you turn from your evil ways. I'm going to try to, and if I do pray, it's going to be to you. No. Focus on you and your family. You are to be a shining light in this dark world. You are to be an example. That's what it means. In this dark, evil world, you are to be an example of all that God is. You are to show and give God glory. The only way that you can give God glory is by being as God has asked you to be. And God don't ask you to do nothing but be like him. Same thing a mother do. Mother been teaching you how to love since you was born. Everything God teach you, the mother teach you. Look at the commandments. Thou shalt not lie. Did not the mother tell you that? Thou shalt not steal. Do not the mother tell you that? Thou shalt honor thy mother and thy father. Does not the mother teach you that? Because that's God. If you can't honor your mother and your father, who is your creator, your deliverer, your sustainer, your nurturer, if you can't honor the one that creates you, how can you honor a God that you claim that you love but you never seen? But you can't even love the mother, the God created mother. Do it make sense? You know, it's like we can run around and fake to each other. That's why when people, I don't like it when people come and say, "What's up, bro? You know I love you, bro." You just saying that because you know that's just a favorite phrase of yours. You don't love me. You don't love me. Why? And then ask them when they say I love you. Say, you love me, bro? Yeah, I love you. What you love about me, bro? Why you love me? I just you're saying it just to say it. I have people tell me all the time they love me. I didn't even fell for it and got caught up in the foolishness until it was like smack right on the forehead, right in the face with it, you know. And then I become angry because now I realize, damn, you've been playing on me all this. You've been playing on my feelings all this time. You know, and then they want to, man, it hurts. So, but you know what? I had to grow to an understanding that when things like that happen, it's just a test. It's just a test on my character. It's a test. I can either pass it or flunk it. If I let it get me, if I let it make me retaliate or want vengeance, then I have let it take charge over me and made me evil like it. Got me. Right. So got me. I fell. Listen, I've been in some situations, boy, man, I have to get away and go in solitude and pray because the devil's like, well, you know you can get revenge, you know you can do this, you know, man, you know, like he told Cain when it come to killing his brother, you know what I'm saying? I'm just being real about it. I don't play with this life. This life to me is real. Man, it's very real, bro. Anybody that know me tell you. And this is not something I just do to do. This is just me. I talk like this at all time. I'm fun. I'm outgoing. I love people. I ain't even got to know you. I'll come up talking jive to you. You know what I'm saying? Unless you just got a bad spirit of mine. Sorry about that. That's the doorbell. That's the pizza man. Yeah. She ordered pizza.
You too.
Okay. Why you push the bell again? All right. Oh no, you shared this line with your. I heard you, bro. You shared this line with your dad. I would love to connect. Peace to the gods. I hope what drew you in was the realness, the love, I don't. People say religion. I tell people I don't have but one religion, and that's the religion of love. I don't follow no man-made religion. I'm not no Hebrew Israelite. I'm not no Muslim. I'm not no Christian. I'm not no Holy Roll. I'm not no Jehovah's Witness. I'm not no Baptist, no Pentecost. I'm none of that. I'm what you and me and our sisters and our brothers are. Only different, I'm love in the flesh. That's what I tell people. I'm love in the flesh. That's all I am. Right. I don't need, that's what got me in there. They couldn't get JD. They couldn't do nothing with JD. They kept trying to get him. They couldn't get him. They couldn't get JD. I don't know which, God, I got to go back and look. Listen, they asked him, so if there wasn't no Bible to teach you about God, would you still say you know God? He said, yes. They said, well, would you still love God? He said, yes. How would you? He said, because God is in us all. I can look around and see all the beautiful things that God has done for me. I can't help but love God. I don't need a book to tell me about God. And that's what got me when he said that, because he was letting them know I didn't come up reading no Bible. Y'all the one know the Bible. So finally, when they got me up and they talked about, I said, well, wait, look, you talked about the book, but I'm the book. I'm just like that Jamaican you just talked to. I'm that book. I don't need a book. I say, do you know that I did not realize that my mother was God until I read the Bible and seen that the God that they was talking about had the same characteristics as my mother? I compared all the characteristics of God, and it's the same characteristics of my mother. So I knew the Bible must have been saying the truth, that there is a God. And it's crazy too, because I even think about, man, how we disrespect one. Now, some women make themselves get disrespected because they disrespect themselves the way that they carry themselves. But I'm talking about the real woman. I'm talking about that righteous woman. That woman is, you got some women out here who are still righteous. I just want to say that you really do. They hard to find, and they go. Mm, right. That's a blessing. No, that's hey, pray. Look, give praise what praise is due. The scriptures say, "Praise God, bro." And I keep telling people, do y'all not understand that we are gods? So it's saying, praise one another, bro. It's telling us to love one another, bro. So if I love you, why wouldn't I praise you when you're doing good? I also will rebuke you when you're doing wrong and correct you and instruct you. You see what I'm saying? That's all love, bro. It's all love. So it's nothing wrong with that. I'm sure G.I. Queen loved that blessing, because I believe like this. When you talk about praise, you shouldn't be the one praising yourself. It should be someone else praising you. That's like when people ask me about me, I'll be like, well, I don't know. You have to go ask somebody about me. I can't tell you about me. Shoot, I'm gonna get you a false hope because I'm gonna brag on me, Right. That's it. You don't have to. Listen, I walk what I talk, and I get the respect from all the people around me, except from the preachers. They respect me, but they stay away from me, And if I walk up in their church, they it's like they get nervous and start getting caught up in what they was supposed to be bringing in their sermon and stuff. And I just sit back and look at them and be laughing on the inside, like, why you so nervous, bro? Because they know I'm gonna ask questions. And I come there just for that. No, and I go there just for that. I go for the same reason that the scripture says Christ went. Christ went into the synagogues, and I like that. I tell people, I say, have you ever read the scriptures? The scripture says that Christ, the anointed one, that's us, we're the anointed one, that he went into the synagogue every Sabbath, that it was his custom. I said, but did you read it close? I said, go back and read it again. Read it in Luke. It says that he went into their synagogues every Sabbath. Their synagogues. It didn't say he went into his synagogue. He went into their synagogues. He went into their synagogues, and I used to tell people, what did he go into their synagogues for? He went into their synagogues looking for the lost sheep so he could bring them out of that harlot house that they was in. That's why he went in there with the whip and stuff, overturning money tables. We don't. Not the true God, not the God that lives in you. That's all it is. Is the church is the Antichrist. It's the false God. It's the church is there to keep people from God. The church is there to keep you from knowing who you are, because you're God. I'm just serious. The church don't. You go to any church and ask the preacher, hey man, do you believe that I could be holy like the Bible say? Now remember, that's God that said be holy. And the first thing that preacher tell you, now he's a man of God. He'll look you straight in your face and say, no man, can't nobody be perfect but God. Well, bro, if that's the truth, why in the hell are we in this thing? That's what I would ask them. If that's true, why you still got people coming in every Sunday telling them to keep the faith, have the hope? Hope in what? Faith in what? You just said they can't be that. I'm glad you said that. I'm glad you said that. That European church, that YT church, that Church of the World, that Christian church, Baptist church, Pentecostal church, Church of God in Christ, Holy Rollers church, Hebrew church, Muslim church, all these churches, all these are churches of the world. They're all churches, because the true church is the people. It's the people. Now get this. If the people are God, and you got to remember, God had his own children. There were other nations all around them. But God's children was a holy nation of people. They were different. They were unique. They were strange. They were always different from the people.
It was right next to a table.
Nobody ever think about that. If you walk in love and your family walk in love, I'm talking about true love. That means not doing no wrong. And when I say not doing wrong, I mean anything that would hurt another being is wrong. Whether it's a lie, just simple, just like that. There's no in between. You're either good or you're bad. Ain't no semi. You're either right or you're wrong. Like the Jamaican brother said, and I give him props. I wish that brother was here, because I love the way he was so smooth at breaking it down, and he was giving it to them in truth. They said, well, I think I did. Yeah, I think I did, because I like what he was saying. I liked what he was saying, and I think I did. I remember I did. Because I love people who have knowledge and they share that knowledge with others. I know everybody ain't gonna believe the truth. Just like I know most people don't believe me, because I tell them, especially with me, because when people come, even around here where I live at, you know, when people especially that come soliciting Jesus, knocking on my door. People are like, well, bro, we just came to share God with you. I said, you came to share God with me. You come to share, you come to share yourself? Oh no, God the Father. You know, Jesus. I said, well, wait now. Are you sharing Jesus with me or you sharing the Father with me? Who you sharing? You know, and they be like, Jesus, bro. I said, well, Jesus, that's me, bro. No, Jesus. I said, Jesus, that's just us. The dark-skinned man. That dark-skinned righteous man who live in holiness, who come from his mother, the great creator of all life. That's us. That's us. You were made in a, you know, I'm talking because they were white people that come to you. You were made in a laboratory by us. You are an experiment that went bad because none of the good that should have been in you was in you. You're just a creature of evil. You can't do good. You are disagreeable. You have a disagreeable spirit. Listen, people say all the time, well, how you know that you're God's? How you know the black man is God? Well, God is all loving. Am I right? God is very forgiving, right? God say too, does not God say, wait, God say love your enemy, right? What other nation up under the sun has ever loved their enemy like us? None. Every other nation believe in eye for an eye, tooth for a tooth. We're the only ones who will love our enemy no matter what our enemy do. We're the ones that say, oh, well, we forgive them because God is a forgiving God. That's why we forgive those that do wrong to us. It's in our nature. That's why when people, now, I don't know no YT people that do that. They're afraid that we're going to destroy them, but we're not. We're not the God that's, what we going to do is we're going to destroy the evil that is in them. We're not going to destroy them. We're going to destroy the evil that's in them. Just like we got to destroy the evil that's in our brothers and sisters. It's the evil that's been created in them. That's not them. Right. The person you see in the mirror ain't you. You don't even know. Man, you know how many times I tell people you don't even know who you is. I'll be like, dude, you don't even know who you is. Especially those who be like, well, I know God. No, you don't. Because if you knew God, you knew God was you. What you mean by that, bro? Well, let's see. The body that you in was made, formed, and shaped by God, correct? Now, the spirit that's in that body also come from God. A matter of fact, the spirit that's in that body, they give it life to live. It's the spirit of God, right? So if the body was formed and shaped by God, and if the spirit that's in the body is God's, where are you at? Where do you come into existence in? That little spirit that's in you, that little piece, is God himself that he put in his body, that he created in his image and his likeness for his purpose, for their purpose, because it was male and female. Because when God created us, he said God created them male and female. God can't create a female unless it was a female with them already existing. If they was made in the image and likeness of the female, it would have had to have been a female already there. That's the great mother. That's the one that when you heard God say, let us. Come on, baby, let us make a man in our image. Well, since you asked so nicely, okay. But we're going to make a male in your image, but we're going to make a male and a female because it ain't good for man to be alone, baby. That was the mama that said that. You feel me? Man needs him a helpmate. He needs somebody to help him along the way because he falls short. So I'm going to give him the perfect person. I'm going to give him the woman that he come from, who knows perfection, the one who first taught him to talk, the one who taught him respect, the one who taught him love. I'm going to give him a God just like the God he come from to help him in the way. Because he don't know the way. He's not a giver of life. Man is a giver of death, taker of life. Think about it. Think about it. So we need a helpmate. But he don't like, man today don't want no helpmate. Man, and then man can't find a good helpmate because it said he that find a wife find a good thing. And I tell people all the time, just because you got a woman don't mean you got a wife. What's her qualification? What qualifications does she have to show that she's a wife? That makes her eligible. And what school did she go to become a wife? Don't you go to school to become a basketball player? Don't you go to school to become a doctor? Don't you go to school to become a lawyer? Don't you go to school to become a teacher? So what school did you go to learn how to be a wife? The Bible says, let the older women instruct the younger women how to be. Now, this is what it says. I believe it's in James, if I'm correct. Let the older women instruct the younger women how to be good housewives. Says it straight out. So that means in order to be a housewife, you got to be instructed by an older housewife, somebody who's already been a housewife, who knows what it takes to be a housewife, who is an expert on being a housewife. Use this a grandmother. That's why I say let the older women, because they done been through it all. They know the ups and the downs. You feel what I'm saying? Even back in my day, the grandmamas ran the mamas. Grandmama ran the house. Grandmama didn't have to live in the house. When grandmama came, she ran that house. You be like, but mama, I thought you was the mama. Grandmama said, boy, she is, but I'm the mama of your mama. Now get in there and do what I told you to do. Right. Right. So who's teaching? Yeah, go ahead. Okay. She's enough. Okay. Be man. First of all, and I fully agree with you. I fully agree. And it's like when I speak to Christian women or spiritual women is what I would say. I don't want to say Christian women, but I say Christian because that's the faith that they're in. And I know why they're in that faith, that they're missing some things. But like I tell them, I say, you want to know what type of woman you're supposed to be? Go read your book. Read about Sarah. Read about all the holy women in the book. So you'll know how a holy woman's supposed to be. Then after you practice that and become that, teach it to the younger woman. Because one thing it says, if the older women teach the younger women, it's going to teach them how to be good housewives. And then it says it's going to teach them how to not be busybodies, running from house to house, gossiping. Now it says that in the book, bro. But that's why I tell, don't believe your preacher when he say a woman ain't supposed to be teaching. That's just contradictory of the Bible, bro. Where Paul said women are not allowed to teach where men are present. Because women can't teach a man how to be a man. Man shouldn't be man, look. That's why he say let the older women, and then after he say let the older women teach the younger women, he go on and say, and the elders, let them teach the man, the young man. Don't be harsh with them. Respect them. Don't look down on them because they're young. Oh, it tells them how. The book even tells them what type of teacher to be following or listening to. And I guarantee you, there ain't none of them that's in the church that's teaching. They won't pass the qualifications to be teachers in God's kingdom. And seriously, if you ever get a chance, read the book of Timothy and Titus. See if they pass them qualifications. Yeah. See if your leaders pass them qualifications. You know. Man, you'd be surprised. The qualifications is right there. He say, look, if a man desired to be a leader, a preacher, a teacher, whatever you want to call him, a leader, he desire good work. He desire good skill. But let him be, first off, a man without blemish. Let him be the husband of only one wife, not two wives, not three wives, not four. He didn't say you couldn't have 3 or 4 wives. He said, but let this man, who's supposed to be a leader, be the husband of only one wife. The only reason he needs one wife is because he needs to show the glory of God in all that he do. You can't have 3 and 4 wives trying to show the glory of God, because God is deep. Look, you got to be. Man, Moses had different wives at different times. And most of the wives, Moses was always sent to his wife. Moses didn't do the choosing. And the wife that he needed at the time was sent to him. I didn't have 3 wives. One is deceased. You see what I'm saying? Now, sometimes we don't wait for God to do the choosing. I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna speak this just straight out, because I don't want to play this thing. This ain't no joke. Sometimes we do the choosing out of our physical wants and desires, and that's where we mess up at. and then we have to start all over again. All that invested time, all that invested everything. See, the Bible says a good woman builds, but an evil woman, she tears down a house. Read it. Read in Proverbs about a good. Man, I had some things. I don't know if I still had them up. I had some things to talk because who was I talking to just the other day? Oh no, go ahead, bro. I'm gonna be up for a while because it's only 6. It's only 6:15 here. So I'm gonna definitely be up a while. I'm probably gonna go get me something to eat though. I seen some pizza come through the door, so I'm finna follow my nose. You feel me? Oh yeah, Chief Elder Minister. Chief Elder Minister, he can always come up, bro. He can always come up. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Well, thank you. Listen, it's a blessing to even hear you say that to me, man. You don't know how much of a blessing that is. You know what I'm saying? That's my true blessing, because you'll sit down later on when you by yourself in your private place. You feel me? And give thanks to the Most High for me. So that's a blessing. That's a blessing. Sometimes we don't know who blessing us. We don't know where our blessings come from. So many people be praying for us, sometimes giving thanks to God for us. We don't know. We don't know who we touch and who we don't touch. Our job is just to water and plant. It's the Most High to make it grow. You feel me? That's all I can only water or plant what's already there. I can't water the seed if it ain't no seed there, right? And I can't plant a seed unless somebody give me a seed to plant. It's God who give me the seed, and it's God who give me the water, and it's God who makes it grow. Ooh, that's God and everything. All right. Peace and love. What's going on, Chief Elder? Oh no, I wish you had to come up. I wish you had. Yeah. Let me see if I can get you. Send her. Yeah, there she is right there. Let me send her an invite. Queen, come on up. I'll look at the go. He'll be back. Yeah. Come on up, Queen. There she is. She is. Come on up, Queen, and welcome to the room. Peace and love to you. And I mean that from my heart. I mean that from and just to get a to get a praise about you, like I did, says a lot to me. So, because I open up my room for people to speak, because I know how some of them get done in TikTok by some of the so-called content creators. I don't do that. I let people come in, I let them speak, I let them share. As long as they're doing it in love. Sometimes I get up and lead them in the room. Chief Elder tell you, I'll lead the room, let them talk, because they talk in love and peace. And people are trying to learn and share. So, sister, any good thing that you have that you want to share, don't never feel, if you see me open, feel like you could come in here and you can share it. You feel me? We're with you. All right, Chief Elder, how you doing, my brother? Man, how you doing? Let me send some love over your way. Let me send some of this love over your way, bro. How you doing, man? It's good to hear you, bro. Man, there you go. Okay. Ain't nothing I just got on. I really wasn't on nothing. I didn't even, you know me, I'm not a content creator, so it's hard for me to make topics. I just get on and start talking from what's inside of me. You know what I'm saying? I think my topic today I put up there was unity, unification, us. Even when I'm talking about God, I'm talking about us, So my topic was about unification. What do we need to do to bring forth unity? And who is it that we want to have unification with? Because all that are black, look, all family, all all kin folks, look, all skin folks ain't kin folks. You know that, right? All skin folks ain't kin folks, bro. And just because they got the same skin I have don't mean they kin folks. So when I'm talking about unity, I'm talking about unity of a black righteous people, not the black devils. I'm talking about the black righteous people. And when I say righteous, that's those who want to live and walk in love. Because if you want peace, that's the only way you can have peace is that you have love. Without love, there could be no peace, bro. You feel me? So those who say that they are gods and are striving to be peacemakers, striving for peace, them are the ones I'm talking about. Them are my sisters and brothers. See, God's children will be called peacemakers. It didn't say he'll be called Yahoo, Yahju. He said they'll have a new name. He said, but they'll be peacemakers. So it ain't even about the name. It's about what you come with, what's inside of you. You say you God, show me you God. That's what the scripture says. Test me and see if I'm not real. Test me and see if I'm not God. Test me, walk with me, see if I'm not God. See if I not think, speak, act, and walk as God. God's thoughts are higher than man's thoughts. So when you talk to me, don't come at me looking at me now like I'm going to talk to you about the world. I mean, this dude always coming different, man. We be trying to talk about baseball and football and all that, and some of these girls. This dude always talking about God this, God, love this, love that, love, love, love. They used to call me love, love, love. Here come love again. That's what they would always say. Because that's what I would tell them. I'm love in the flesh, boss. You ain't got to look for God. Mm-hmm. There go the solution, though. I just gave it to you. The solution is love. Yeah, that's the only solution. Listen to me. It's the. Go ahead. Okay. Okay. You know I am. Oh yeah, for all y'all that don't know, I know the minister personally. So don't y'all, if it seems like we battle from time to time, but I've been knowing the minister a long time. So I know his family and everything. We are family. So we do have our little battles and stuff, but so don't think we hating on each other. We're not hating. We just doing what brothers do. Debate. You know what I'm saying? Brothers debate. Right. Yeah, thank you, sister. Thank you. So let's let you speak because you at work. I know you don't have a lot of time. We're going to take a sit back. I can always get on his back and wrestle with him. You know what I'm saying? So come on, show us some of your love and give these sisters something that's listening to because I'm sure they need it. I'm going to mute myself. Go ahead on. Mm-hmm. Okay. Yes.
Help me.
Go ahead, sister. Go ahead, answer your phone. We ain't going nowhere. Right. That's right. That's right. That's right. And yes. Yes. Yeah. Yes. Mm-hmm. Keep going, my sister. Yes. Right. That's right. That's right. I'm just seeing a few others want to come up while you talking. I'm just trying to bring up a few others while you're talking, sister. You see me shaking my head, that means that I agree. I'm letting you know I agree with what you're saying. You know, so yes. No, that's okay. You doing your job. Right. Right. Yes, yes, yes. And sometimes we cut them people out of our lives when we shouldn't. And then we wonder why things go the way they go. I'm sorry. That's right. Well, a real man or a real woman is not going to give up. When you think about our parents from back in the day, you know, they stuck around no matter what. They did not give up. They made it work. Some of them was put in that predicament because of what they went out and did. You know, having sex outside of marriage, but yet they was made to go get married because they was gonna raise them children together. You know, it was a difference in what it is now because we had morals. We were made. We grew up taught morals and made to respect the morals that was passed down. We had a culture. We don't have that anymore. That's why I tell people I want to restore the way because we have lost the way. We follow the ways of other nations. You know, we don't even know our way. We never even talk about our way. That's like the chief elder I was explaining to him. The main answer to our situation is love. I don't you say financial or whatever, but it all still strive and come from love. if we don't have love for each other, then when we go into a financial situation, we're not gonna be fair with each other. We're gonna play the game that's been played on us. So the love make us be honest and fair, and we got so many skills that when we come together in love and we put all our skills together, it's nothing that the house need. So that's why I say love has to be that main source for us as a people in order to really rise. And I'm gonna get off of this and let you speak. I see you on your phone, so you're on your mic, so you're doing good. Elder, come on up and say something while she's talking, unless she's coming up. Elder, where you go, bro? Come on, I know you done wash them dishes by now, bro. You ain't got them many dishes. You know you ain't had nothing to wash but that plate and stuff, that little salt plate. You probably had some. I bet you went and bought you some, what's that microwave food when we was young? We used to put in the oven. You know that food you throw in the microwave real quick? I can't even think of the name of it. I ain't had no microwave food in so long. Look, I don't even like going to the restaurants and stuff because I don't know what they put in that food. But yeah, anybody want to come up and want to get into some of this good godly talk, you are more than welcome. My sister right now is doing her job, but as soon as she finishes, she will open her mic and get back at y'all. If y'all have any questions for the lady, for the goddess, then please come up. If you got any questions for the gods, then please come up. But don't be ashamed. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. You're more than welcome to come up. If you just want to come up and be a part, come on up. If you want to come up and ask a question or make a statement, come on up. This room ain't for me. This room is for us, bro. And I am not like them ones you run into. I'm not here to keep taking the mic from you and stuff like that. You'll find out I barely seldom do that. The only way I take the mic is that you just outright disrespectful. I can't speak now. All right. I do understand when you get the chance, you can always come on up. I'm just saying, whoever want to come up, just send me a thing. Let me know you want to come up, and I'll definitely let you up. I'm going to tell y'all all the time. If you don't come up and take part, I'm not going to say much. I'll shut down on you. I'll get sleepy on you. I need to be fed. I need to be fed. I'm going to be around this week. I feed off of y'all, and I hope y'all feed off of me. So now my sister's back. I can mute my mic and let her talk. All right. Peace and love. Okay. Yes. Right. Yes. 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 No. Mm. That's right. Mhm, mhm, mhm. That's right. That's right. Yes. Mhm. That's right. Yes. Yes. Mhm. 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 Yes. Mhm. Hmm. That's right. That's it. Mhm. Well, so, Elon and Kayla, all y'all ate? Everybody ate? Y'all didn't even ask me. Can I have some of this cheese here? I'm gonna get one. Need a pepperoni. No, I want this one, not the pepperoni. The one with the peppers and stuff.
Yeah, you don't need one or two.
This one. Yeah, that's more. But it's not too loud. What the night at? Oh. I'm in my phone. Always don't let it be dead. Dead. I'm going to fill it up or something? What you want to fill it up?
No, I'm just giving you the container back.
Oh, I hear my brother. Mm-hmm.